Hey folks, happy Wednesday. We continue our devotional FUMCCV prayer calendar devotional, January 2023. It is Wednesday, January 11th. Our text today is Luke, the Gospel of Luke. So open over to Luke chapter 6. The question today, as we think about becoming, and in particular, the prayer ministry folks are asking us to think about becoming from envy, judgment to compassion. From envy and judgment to compassion. How do we become those kinds of people who move from envy and judgment to compassion? The question, how does God want me to treat others? And the passage is a famous one and a challenging one. Luke chapter 6, verse 32. So turn over to Luke 6:32. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them. If you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners do the same. If you lend to those from whom you hope to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners to receive as much again. But love your enemies, do good, and lend, expecting nothing in return. Your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High. For he is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. And so the beginning of this passage, not all that important, but the end of this passage, terribly important. Love your enemies, do good, lend, expecting nothing in return. Your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, for he is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful just as your Father is merciful. So as we move from envy and judgment to compassion, right, we move into this way of being that in many ways I think of it as beyond myself, right? That I am, as an individual, incapable of loving my enemies. The only way that happens through my life is the strength and the grace of God works in me and through me. But short of that, short of God's intervention in my life, I would be incapable of being merciful to some people, loving some kind of enemies. And it is through the work of God in my life that actually happens. If that's true for you, if you're searching for that kind of work of God in your life, what I would encourage you to do is to try to sink as deeply into the presence of God, into a devotional, a prayerful life, so that you might access at the very depths what you lack, and God can contribute. And for me, it's that loving of enemies. It's that being merciful to people who I may not believe deserve it, but God seems to always believe everyone deserves it. So a hard text for today, but that is what it means to move from envy and judgment to compassion. God bless. Have a great day.